two dope dudes, bringing you the news, leading you to much success with all their insightful views. Do you grow yourself or buy from the top shelf? Are you here to take the reins and gain back your health? Whatever it is, you know the biz. Leave a light, crack a pipe, and let's get on with it. If you want to acquire the knowledge, you don't have to go to college. You can just come hang with Aaron and Dave.
Yo, and welcome to the Elevated News Podcast with Two Dope Dudes. We are your source for Midwest cannabis news, culture, and more. I'm Aaron.
I'm Dave.
Hey, what's going on, buddy? How are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing well. Hey, thanks for making it back.
Dude, I'm pumped to be back.
You pumped to be back?
I would stay there forever, honestly.
Yeah, I know you would.
Yeah.
I know you would. Yeah. Dave had a nice Easter, and happy Easter to everybody out there. Happy Hash Bash to everybody who participated in that as well. We had some, You have a good time out there?
From today, we're exactly 2 weeks away from 420 else, so things, it's,
Ooh.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty exciting.
Yeah, I did have a great time. I was in Michigan. I love it over there. It's just different. The culture's a little better for obviously all of the stuff that all of us love, but also it's a little more naturey where I go. There's a little more. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you're kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a nice spot, I think. I've scoped it out a little bit on the maps. It's pretty dope. That's cool. Hey, I'm really excited today, Dave, because we were supposed to have last week, but scheduling just did not work out for either of us. But we have Dag from Quad Cities Gardening out in Rock Island, Illinois, which is for people who are local to Dave and I. It's only like about an hour and a half west of us. But this is Dag, and we're going to talk about the seed swap, amongst other things. He's been in the industry, or at least adjacent to the industry for at least a couple of years now. So I'm excited to talk. And then we're going to be at the seed swap next weekend, Dave and I. If you want to come meet the Two Dope Dudes and you're in the Quad Cities area, or this weekend, yes, rather. I'm sorry.
We're here.
Because I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this is coming up.
We're 5 days away from this recording time.
Yeah,
so 3 days away from...
It'll be 3 days away. In 3 days, come see us at Quad Cities Gardening. And I'm happy to present Dag from Quad Cities Gardening. And he wasn't quite ready, but that's my fault. But that's okay. What's up, dude? How are you? Here, let me help you here. Oh, there you go. Awesome.
I'm good. Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate that. It's super cool, and I'm glad to finally be on.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah, we're super stoked to have you on. As I said, we have the seed swap coming up, and I actually have this right here, and I wanted to bring this to the stage. This is the April 11th seed swap from 12 to 4. We got food truck, right?
Yep, Hangry Haven.
Nice. We have all sorts of things going on. Seed Locker, I'll be there representing the Seed Locker with Daily Homegrown, Hangry Haven, Dick and Dank, another podcast from down there, will also be there. Big Muddy Genetics, Steve Sticker Shack, is that right?
Yeah.
Nice.
He makes a lot of really good stickers, and he's made some like signs and stuff for us, and some other local guys and things like that. So he's just a cool dude to know for.
Yeah.
Need them.
Absolutely. And what was the other one here? I wanted to share this real quick.
Smoking Resin Epoxy?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. What do they make?
So he makes like cool trays and stuff like that, like epoxy stuff. And then he'll put like weed leaves or like some nugs or something. He just makes some really cool stuff for like stoner stuff.
That's awesome. Yeah. We get a lot of that out in the Chicago area as well. It is a very very popular thing. And then here was your website as well, which was qcgardeningsupply.com, correct?
Correct. Yep.
And I just wanted to show that because oh, I love that. Not all who wander are lost. Some Tolkien right on the front page. That's cool. I get that. No, I've sent my my mom and my stepdad come out there on Tuesdays for worm teas, and they get their gardening supplies out there. So
that's cool. Thank you for sending.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, they're like, hey, how do we make our tomatoes grow bigger? I was like, well, you got to go get some worm castings and some like worm teas. And I know just the place out there. And so that's where they go. But yeah, that's super awesome. And I wanted to just show that.
Yeah. Roots Organic, the terpene microbe charge, that stuff's been great.
Yeah.
Just been so good for like, it's all we give to our plants around the shop. It's nice seeing that, that the Quad Cities is using it in their garden stuff. There's a bunch of houseplant people that come in and use it too, because you don't really want to feed your houseplants too much, but you want to keep them happy, and that's like one of the best things because we do it at like the smallest ratio.
Right.
So it's
because it's very I was trying to look on your. I know back in the day there was a picture of the big vat of it brewing. I was seeing if I could find that. But yeah, you guys have the big vat of, oh, here it is. I found it. I'm going to share it right here. Check that out. They brew the terp tea, the microbe charge, the worm castings, and that big thing. And then, it's super cool. So if you're in the Quad Cities area, you should go get some of that. Was my point.
Oh.
Heck yeah. So back to the show. Let me go and look here. So they can find you at quadcitiesgardening.com or quadcitygardeningsupply.com. Is that correct?
Yeah, qcgardening.com.
QC Gardening. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm half of a stoner, so that's awesome. So that's awesome. Where am I at here? Sorry, Dave. Do you want to do do you want to do YouTube comments, Dave, real quick,
Sure.
and then we'll watch that video?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, and I would love to hear Dag's perspective on what's going on this weekend, what we should be looking forward to, kind of some hypes around what's going on at the shop and stuff. Dag, so I'm not a grower. Don't shun me, dude. I just don't have the space or the time currently, but
dude, it's not easy. Yeah, no, you go.
Oh, you're fine, brother. Fucking chime in whenever. I personally am looking very forward to this weekend. I love when it's like grower centric and grower forward events that we're showing up to and hanging out at and stuff. All of the people have like every time, and everybody tries to convince me, you gotta do it. And I'm like, I would love to. You have no clue how happy it makes me to be around beautiful plants, and so I'm looking forward to it.
Dave just doesn't have the consistency part down that most people need for successful growing, because really that's all it is. It's like anything else. It's what you put into it.
100%.
All right.
Yeah, there's on the Dick and Dank show, one of those guys, he was just saying now, his life and, everything that he's got going and shit like that, he just doesn't really have time for growing, it's not he doesn't want to, it's just that, how?
Yeah, right.
He's got a life, and that's another thing too, like so many people would grow if they just could, but like think about New York, like those guys got like the tiniest fucking apartments that are way too expensive, and like, where are you going to put a 4x4 in there? You can't, I think that's why those like Hey Abby boxes or whatever, I think that's why those things exist, is for just those tiny little refrigerator things.
Yeah, they're like the AI space boxes that people make with like the LEDs and the buckets. Have you ever seen those, like space buckets?
Yeah.
It's just like it's super dope. Like I'm for anybody who if you're going to grow medicine, you should grow, or if you're going to use cannabis as medicine, you should grow it once. You should like understand what it is. And like, I think there's a lot of mental health that people get from, just being in the garden and growing. Right. I think a lot of people find a lot of mental health with that.
Yeah, definitely. There's more therapeutics just in, the daily process of getting in there, not trimming that's stressful shit.
I mean, I grow organic, so it's a lot of like chop and drop. So it's like I just go in there and spend time. That's what I like about organics. It's giving me time back. I don't have to measure out a bunch of stuff. I just keep the soil nice.
Mm-hmm. Keep the worms happy.
Yeah, keep the worms happy. Hey, here's episode 135. Last week we got pulled and then age restricted. That's why it's important to share with your friends.
Really?
Yeah, we got pulled for harmful and dangerous content when I showed the website. And then I appealed, and then we got it back, and then they age restricted it. So, But hey, Dr. Danknugs, my favorite show to get the news. I watch Two Dope Dudes. As always, our friend Dr. Danknugs, Monday night, Best Damn Grow Show on YouTube.
Love that guy.
Yeah, he's on Eastern time at 7 o'clock, so it's like 6 o'clock here, Central. Go check him out. Our friend John Voight, cannabis reviewer, the John Voight, if you can hit that joint, you can hit this like.
Wow.
It's absolutely true. Ginny Weezy says, drive-through Dave is cracking me up.
Yeah, you and me both.
Drive-through Dave originally had like you could see his eyes, and it was really weird.
Oh, it looked funny.
Yeah, it was super weird.
Yeah,
it was super weird. And then our friend the Cole Memo, just stopping back by to watch the beginning of the episode. Like button smash. Thanks for the shout out in the episode. I gotta remember to do that. Yes, can confirm State of Illinois has made statements that indicate the scannable QR codes will be on all dispensary products sometime in the future. Unclear exactly when. From what I understand, this will allow people to see lab results. Or also, according to state, there is supposed to be a patient portal that allows people to search through all available products and possibly more. Details of when this will be implemented and other concrete details are also unclear. I believe the state said that Massachusetts had a similar portal, but I've never actually been able to find evidence of that. I wrote about these subjects on the website, if I recall correctly, mentioning that in case people want more deets. Of course, I linked it. It's thecolememo.com. You can go here and click the link. Cole
That's
Memo
kind of
is
cool.
Yeah, he's the gold standard, and that's why I said I have to ask Cole. In fact, I named the chapter "I Have to Ask Cole." Got to ask Cole right there.
Nice.
Chi-Town Hi-Fi. Watch it live or watch it later. Just watch. Great show, guys. Minnesota Organics, another great show. Had to tune in a little later than normal. I appreciate the love on my new channel. Keep kicking ass, guys. And then Mr. Rourke, 420, our friend. Love you all. Smoke weed every day. Local X1. Wait till this fertilizer shortage hits and the prices of it skyrocket.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
that got Dag excited.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was awesome.
Yeah. He's like,
shit.
he's not wrong.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's right. It's coming. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
Wait for the big facilities this year who can't afford fertilizer.
So, not to go too far off of the track, but I saw somewhere like 40% of American farmers don't even have the the necessary nutrients for their fields this season.
Probably.
And
Probably
they're
not.
sure if they want to buy them either because their prices are going up. And last year they couldn't sell their crops anyways due to tariffs. And
Wow.
China, Iran, and Canada, some of their top
Exports.
exports. Yeah,
Yep.
thank you. Is phosphorus and potassium.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
we're boned.
Yeah.
I mean, people better start installing victory gardens. People better start learning how to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you didn't buy a farm last year, you should probably buy one this year. Anyway.
Right.
Let me make sure I'm not missing any comments here. Sometimes it does that. No. And then live. Oh, let me hit this. Dang it. I know, right? Open panel. There you go. Shout out to live chat real quick. If it'll load. There we go. All right. Daily Homegrown, our friend out there in the Quad Cities. Yeah. Mr. Rourke 420, John Voight, Dr. Danknugs, Just Nick DJ, XB Hendricks. I know Sean Whitney was in here. There he is. Sean Whitney right there. Always in the live chat. Anybody else? Macho Grams, Gramsby Savage. Man, thanks to the squad that always shows up for us. Appreciate you guys. Hope to see some of you guys out in the Quad Cities this weekend. That'd be cool too.
Definitely. It'd be cool to meet some of the guys from that you guys know, like your community area, you know. Not just Quad City dudes. You know, that's how the whole state gets cooler and better.
Yeah, and you know, we need more cool people in our state because it's gotten kind of uncool lately.
Have you ever wondered what to buy? Have you ever pondered if that will get you high? Well, don't just go in and guesstimate. Listen close, get you something great like a tender disco yell. My Bud Jon is here to help.
I wanted to get to my Bud Jon rates and reviews. He did Flow State, Red Bullz Flow State, and I wanted to do that. So without any further ado, here it is.
Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Dave. Welcome back to Jon's Reviews and Reports. Today we're doing Flow State. It's the Red Bullz strain. And I'm just going to be straight with you. This one just wasn't it. Getting into it, you're expecting something kind of loud, being craft grade flower. You'd expect that kind of grape sweetness, a little gas, something that sort of jumps out when you open up the bag. Makes you kind of know you made a good choice, especially buying that 7 grams. Instead, it's kind of muted. It's not really there. You kind of crack it open. You're like, I was expecting a little more. You kind of get into smoking it. It tastes light, a little sweet. Nothing that really stuck around. Halfway through, you're kind of thinking, there's just not much to think about. So the burn was fine. It wasn't harsh. It was smooth. But again, it just nothing really stood out. It was just sort of acceptable. It just sort of kind of finish it and go, yeah. All right. And here's where it kind of lost me. There were some seeds in it. So, red alert, not on effects, but because you need to put up the shields because a seed might explode in your face. So, you got that. Now, look, seeds happen sometimes, but in today's market, it's kind of a quality control miss, and it just shouldn't be there. It's either because your plant got pollinated or stressed out somehow. And honestly, at this point, it's just putting effort into producing seeds instead of producing potency and terps. So you just kind of see that in the final product. It's just not quite there. And honestly, you might think, hey, I'm going to throw it in the garden and see what happens. And, you know, why not? But honestly, what will probably happen is you get a stressed out plant because that's just sort of where the genetics were with it. So it's probably not the best thing to put in your good gardens because it might just get you some seeds. Again, smoke it. And honestly, effect-wise, gets you kind of looking at the phone for a while, but all you're really looking at the phone for is just kind of the menu of the dispo to see what else is there to pick up next. Red Bullz, does it give you wings? Yeah, to fly onto the dispo and get you some new stuff. So that's where I'm kind of at with it. Not the best stuff in the world. It just didn't really show up. And it's kind of one of those things that, do you recommend it? Because it's sort of different and not really something that you usually smoke. Or is it just something that's kind of sitting on the shelf, kind of filling up space? I'm kind of leaning more towards it's sitting on the shelf, filling up some space. I've heard some bad talk on Flow State that they're just a rebranded brand from somewhere else. So I've heard some bad things. Honestly, I don't know who they're rebranded from, so I'm not even sure on it. Don't quote me on it. It was only okay. Next week, we're going to do something a little different again. This is, again, a new on the market. This is Diamond Science. We're going to do their Guava Kush cartridge. So 1 gram distillate cartridge, I believe. And then we're going to jump into some high supply. This is the Bio Jesus. In case you didn't know, there's a dispo out there throwing out ounces for cheaper than the street prices. So I decided to throw one up and see what we got going on. See if it is any good. Figure for the price, might want to try it. So that's all I got for this week. Figured I'd give you a different camera angle and try out something new. And yeah. Until next time, guys, let's blaze.
Let's blaze.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
It gives you wings to go to the other dispo.
That was fucking great. That was fucking great. Yeah.
Dude, it's so good on so many levels. Like,
you'd be scrolling the phone looking at the dispo menu.
Yeah.
Oh man,
dude,
that's so great.
Yeah. If that's true, and there's a good chance, a lot of people got infusion licenses or whatever the hell they got, and they didn't get full brand. Some people also with their craft grow licenses are still just white labeling stuff to get their product out onto the shelves. And
I think most of them are, or a good majority are. Is my what I've heard.
Yeah, I also heard that, one of the craft grows had some product from 2 years ago that they were trying to put through, and they just relabeled, and who knows, because that could just be a disgruntled employee that's kind of spilling beans about somebody. But if they're willing to say that publicly, you know what I mean? Like, there's just some weird shit going on. And just all the more reason, again, to come out to Seed Swap this weekend. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm just saying, like, some of these companies, it's just a roll of a dice, whether you're using like really old product or not. You really don't want to gamble on your health. Is kind of what we're trying to say.
It's a roll of a D20. And below 10, you're getting a lot of ones, dude.
Yeah,
right?
I mean,
you're fumbling way more than you're fucking critting. Is all I'm saying.
Absolutely. I'm just saying, know what's going into the gummies that are new on the market.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. But hey, yeah, thanks, John. That was great. And then, like you said, I like the new camera angle too. We do have some new stuff coming. With John rates and reviews, and we got some new stuff coming for us. So, it's gonna be awesome, and check it out. Hell yeah! And here's the rest of the show. Let's watch this real quick. I want to see what you think, because this is a thing in your area, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get this. I might need to refresh it.
And while kids across the QC were busy at egg hunts today, some adults had a lot of fun over at Terrace Cannabis in Milan. This was the second annual event, but this year's was even bigger with over 10,000 adult-filled Easter eggs. The wind and cold temperatures didn't stop over 600 people.
Dave, these are adult-filled Easter eggs.
Look at the people on the floor already. Dude.
Yeah, people were getting ran over.
Wow.
And folks got hurt. There was
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, it looked like they did. People were just getting trampled, bro. That looked savage.
The first round of folks in there, definitely, they tried to stop instead of like running into like the deep part of the area. I don't know, like I'm some sort of professional. Get out.
Yeah. I know exactly. You guys were fucking this up from the start, literally. Yeah, that's hilarious. And you're crazy. Right, though. You would kind of aim for the back.
I don't know what this other thing is. This is like a 42-minute reenactment of something weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the internet is weird, man. So like 600 people, is that correct?
Oh, here we go again. Let me watch these people get trampled, dude. I'm into it.
It's only 22 seconds.
I love this. That's a great scene right there. That's an even better one. You watch these people start falling.
This dude right here was pushing people.
Oh, one down. Oh, that lady's getting smoked.
Dude.
Oh, another dude's down right behind her.
It looks like a bunch. Well, I'm not. I was going to say something funny, but I might actually get in trouble because I'm going to be out there next week. So I'm not going to talk bad about John Deere. I'll say it looks like a bunch of John Deereans out here pushing people around.
Dude, this is awesome.
Dude, I can't this guy right here. I want to show this guy because he like pushes the chick right away. I swear to God. One more time. This guy like right here. Look, he starts like pushing people like right off the bat.
Oh, dude, look at them. They're going down.
They're just all going down right here.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Have you ever participated in the egg?
No.
Do you know anybody who like? I mean, that's crazy. $400 at least. I mean, it's corporate cannabis. I guess you get like 40% offs or what?
There was a lot of people saying that I don't know. I don't want to sound like a naysayer. There's a lot of people who got probably some really good deals. I know there's a lot of people who didn't, and they just kind of got hurt, or they ended up stopping. They just, they got this for like one gummy, or something that didn't end up, they can't give away anything.
Right.
So it's like, thanks for the no tax.
Thanks for a bunch of Tootsie Rolls, assholes.
Yeah, that's it's the unfortunate problem of the state is like you can't just give away free weed. So
dude, I've seen people recently who complain that the cannabis that they got from one of the reps, or the gummy that they got from one of the reps, did not have any cannabis in it, and. Like, yeah, no kidding. Like, you can't. Right. They're not going to give it away. Like, it's not free. Like, that's
they're not
crazy.
Allowed to.
Yeah,
they're just absolutely not allowed to.
Yeah.
So,
you can sell it for a penny, but that's usually the stuff.
Not outside of a fucking dispensary with a receipt and somebody give it. You know what I mean? Like a rep can't do shit.
Yeah, you can get a coupon for it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but like you're not. Yeah. That's the only like free weed you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So
speaking of stuff going on in Illinois, have any of you guys heard this? That GTI has been buying Revolution?
That's I think a rumor around town, from what I've understood too.
Yeah.
Were you ever? What? Dad, can I ask you? Did you ever? Consume any of the Illinois market's cannabis? Have you been around it?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. They're I mean, QC. Yeah, go ahead, Dag.
My wife actually works at the dispensary at NTI,
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So, and and as much as like home grow is better than you know corporate cannabis or state cannabis, whatever, yeah, and but at the same time, it's not always accessible for everybody. Like I said, some people just don't have the time or space to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one thing that's great for cannabis growers is the dispensary. So instead of like spending, $100 in seeds or $50 in seeds or whatever in seeds, and then 4 months to find out whether or not you like a strain. I wouldn't mind going to the dispensary, getting, just maybe not like a pre-roll, but maybe like a nice like grant or bag of weed, or whatever, with some real nugs.
Yeah.
Find out whether or not if I get at least something that I like, either a smell or a taste or the effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then I know whether or not I want to grow it. Just nice. Part of my idea.
Yeah.
I thought this was interesting here. Several MSOs have been navigating the store cap with management arrangements. New era with Prairie Cannabis. Other 10 store operations have controlling interests at places like Ivy Hall, etc. So this would just be the latest company doing a workaround that the state doesn't seem to notice or care about. This is also since they're talking about how GTI is going to be running the Revolution stuff. Apparently, also Cresco bought up all the Cloud9s as well.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And GTI also bought Beyond Hello Peoria, it looks like. We've been talking for a long time about what the market actually is.
Right. So Revolution Dispensary just changed changed names and
Stash House now, correct?
Yeah.
Because they're out by you, correct? They've got one in Moline, that's right.
Yep. So they were Revolution, but so it's not too far off to hear that someone else is buying up their brand or building whatever.
Yeah.
They kind of dropped off. So in that case, it kind of sucks. When we're talking about like whether or not do I like corporate cannabis, that's a good reason of why not to. When it was a really good brand and then it just went to trash and now it's gone.
Yeah. This market was really only made for a few people to exist in it. Just like everything that we see as an industry, everything is just getting bought up by the big guy somewhere at the top. And it sucks and it feels shitty. And that's why, grow shops like yours and stuff are super important to, I think, continuing the proper culture of this thing, and building again the proper community around this thing. But it is very unfortunate. Again, Revolution used to be the premier cannabis product in Illinois, the number one best
definitely.
flower product, period.
Yeah, for the longest.
Yeah,
it's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
So here's our first quick news story of the day. 7 years after legalization, final cannabis licensing lawsuit goes to court. The company with a perfect application score argues for a new license lottery. This is out of capitalnewsillinois.com. So the summary is, after years of litigation, the state of Illinois faces one final lawsuit over how it rolled out licenses to social equity applicants under the 2019 law legalizing recreational cannabis. In this final case argued in Cook County Court this week, a would-be company with a perfect score on its application said the state unfairly diluted its chances of winning a license in the lottery by including ineligible applicants, and it demands for a new lottery for dispensary licenses. I don't think we're going to get it. The state maintains it did its due diligence and argues the company theory of mathematical unfairness is fundamentally flawed. Well, it looks like we're finally wrapping it up here. This is Reverend Otis Davis is one of the people. Also, Chris Harris, who is the attorney who represented Davis, and the business partner David Roberts. Basically, what they're arguing is that even though they got a perfect score, the state of Illinois let in like another 400 social equity licenses, and so it made it so that they couldn't have a fair lottery anymore. And then the state argues that they came in 137th anyway, and they weren't going to get a license. So what do you think? Was it fair? Was it not fair?
Does
it even work?
I mean, this is same song and dance bullshit. And again, why you advocate for it all the time. We've got Dagon right now, like growing yourself and doing this thing without the corruption and the, like, for all of us who are actual cannabis consumers, seeing this as a consistent story and the over and over attitude around, you know, distribution of cannabis, it's the most disgusting representation. It doesn't represent the culture. It doesn't represent the plant in any capacity. And again, you know, even when things are good, they find a way to poo-poo it eventually. So
yeah, and it's just turning into, it's not even that it's corporate cannabis. It's that it's just corporate in general. It's just not even cannabis anymore. That's the problem. DetroitNews.com. It's still legal in Michigan, but activists say hash bash is still a protest. Dag, have you ever been to one of these?
No.
Guys, we out here. Get down here. There's still plenty of time.
Not a single person is being prosecuted today for the use or possession of cannabis. And by the way, that's not just true today, because we don't prosecute that in Washtenaw County. Yes, marijuana is legal, cannabis is legal, but even if you have like a little bit too much marijuana.
So that's one of the speakers at the 53rd annual Hash Bash.
Dan, you were saying though, you said you have been to one of these?
No, I have not. They're pretty sweet. I haven't really traveled out to a lot of like the crazy fun events and stuff like that, you know, people always go on about, and like the big High Times cups and things like that. And you know, I've always wanted to, just unfortunately, I don't know. I could go on about shit, but I work a lot. You know, I never was able to go out on those fun trips.
You're working for a good cause, man. We appreciate you doing what you're doing. Sacrificing your time for us is it does not go unnoticed, sir.
Mm-hmm.
We're on Saturdays, which is kind of nice. But
what is Hash Bash? Aaron, have you been to this thing? Is this a...
So it's typically been a protest thing going on since like the early 60s, I think. There was a dude that was put in jail, and I think there were some bands that came and did like a concert and bailed him out, and so it's been a protest every year out in Ann Arbor, Michigan. I have had friends that went. We used to go to the Hash Bash. They used to have one at Soldier Field you could go to back in the day. But I haven't been up to the Ann Arbor one. But it's always been a protest against, 72. As a show of support for John Sinclair, an activist and poet who was sentenced to 10 years in prison for possession of 2 joints.
Oh, yeah, I've heard this story.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yoko Ono and John Lennon performed a 14-hour freedom rally hosted for him in 71. He was released on bond a few days later, and the 72 Michigan Supreme Court determined the state's harsh marijuana laws were unconstitutional. Heck yeah. And he died in 2024 at age of 82. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's super awesome.
The Midwest Best, that dude, he was in the shop for our 2-year. He's out of like Detroit area in Michigan. He was talking about him and the Hash Bash. So it's kind of neat to see a full report that's got cool history about it too.
Yeah, it's super sweet.
Yeah. And, shout out to people like Cole who are still talking about how Illinois is still writing laws and putting people in jail for possession of cannabis, which is unfortunate that we're still doing it, not just in Illinois, but across the country. Look at Ohio and other places like that. See, they even had U.S. Rep. Debbie Dingell, State Senator Jeff Irwin, and County Prosecutor Eli Savitt speaking at the Hash Bash, which I think is fantastic. I know I had read here earlier that she doesn't even smoke, and she still advocates for, it being legalized. And I think that's great.
Consume to have the proper stance on this thing, and that is why I try to stay or speak about it in the way that I do quite regularly. It doesn't have to be for you. It's okay if it's not for you.
Mm-hmm.
But and this is what we've seen even through the rescheduling fucking thing that Trump put on, when he said that guy over there was affected by it, and I like that guy.
I get to play golf with him.
Yeah, I don't care. Let's do it so that he doesn't have to worry anymore, or people like him. And that's, I think, the, rhetoric we need to continue to push is like, if you don't consume, it's okay. You don't need to. But I will say, because I saw it up there, and I'm going to real quick ramble for one more second. The 24% tax that lady was arguing about in that picture up above and whatever, the cannabis taxes did go up on the wholesale side in Michigan, and I was just in Michigan, and I will tell you, prices have changed.
Yeah.
It is becoming closer to, I don't want to say, but it's the Illinois market, right?
I mean, it's still different from the Illinois market. Have you ever gotten anything? Have you ever gotten to go up to Michigan for a weekend or anything, Dag? Have you gotten to participate in Illinois or in Michigan's market?
No, I never really wanted to. I don't know. It was here, like,
convenience is a good thing. Like, we never advocate to not go to a dispensary. Dave's been the GM of one medical only dispensary pre-rec, and then was the GM at a rec dispensary as well. So, like, we're not anti-dispensary at all. And convenience is great. Sometimes it's just about like different products or trying different things or different things on the market. Like, you can't find Temple Balls on the market here.
Yeah,
you can find Temple Balls on the market in Michigan. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like, if you're up there, why not try it? Why not participate in it?
Another thing with why I haven't been to Michigan for weed is, like, there's no reason for me to go to Michigan.
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit on that state, but I've gone to Michigan like 2 or 3 times, and each time there's been one specific reason, and that was even before they were like cool about weed everywhere. I went to for a couple shows, and then that was it. Then I went back home, as part of a tour or as part of something going on. Absolutely. I've never gone back to, I've never been like, hey, you know what? I should go to Michigan. No, never.
Fuck that shit.
I've gone to Missouri, like St. Louis. I've gone to, the weed events there, when you need to show up and, like, I don't want to say it's like some weird abandoned factory, but you go into like this big ass building and like walk around. It's like
Laramie Street is weird. No, I know. I've been to the Midwest Growers Symposium and the St. Louis Home Growers Club.
It's awesome. It's super
awesome.
Cool. The people are great. There's actually a couple of friends, or I don't know. I say friends, but it was just because they were nice. But there's some friends and vendor, I guess, is from Chicagoland that were actually down in St. Louis. And then I was like, oh shit, hey, I see you on the internet. That's fucking weird. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. I'm Dad from the Grow Shop. And they're like, oh shit, I kind of know you too. And we met in St. Louis. Like, that's cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't really gone anywhere colder in temperatures for destinations for weed.
I try and stay warmer too.
Yeah.
It does have some beautiful land, brother, out there every once in a while. If you ever need to visit yourself a lake or something.
We're
Man,
actually in Mississippi, man. I got water all day.
yeah.
Yeah. Touche.
Dave, have you played disc golf out there?
In Iowa?
No, in Quad Cities at what is it? 1 and 2. What is it called?
Oh, Camden?
Yeah, Cam 1, Cam 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got Quad Cities got all the rivers and rocks and elevation and hiking and nature you could want, you know.
There's a bunch of parks and stuff to go. There's if you're ever coming, there's a couple guys that I know that are I don't know. There's a couple guys everywhere that are disc golfing. Never mind. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know some cool dudes. If you're ever looking for some cool dudes,
dude, I'm into it. Yeah. I'm into it. I love golfing out there. The place is great.
Yeah, it's great.
And
third story of the day: FDA takes hands-off approach to Medicare's CBD product program. So this is hemp. So it sounds like they're giving $500 to Medicare recipients to spend on hemp CBD products. But I thought we were outlawing hemp. What's going on?
No, this has got to be in response to the rescheduling.
Mm-hmm.
Because they talked about, or Trump specifically said that he would like to see insurances and healthcare take care of this.
So the head of the U.S. Food and Drug Administration informed a pair of his subordinates on April 1st that the agency will not interfere with a new federal policy providing Medicare beneficiaries coverage for hemp-derived CBD products. FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Malarkey, not Malarkey.
Dude,
Dr. Marty Makary.
Way funny.
I know. Wrote in a letter on Wednesday, while the agency preserves its authority to regulate products containing hemp or hemp-derived compounds under the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, it will loosen its enforcement posture for certain CBD products eligible under the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services CBD pilot program that commenced on April 1st. The new CMS policy allows up to $500 per year in coverage of doctor-recommended CBD products containing no more than 0.3% Delta-9 THC and no more than 3 milligrams per serving of total THC, including Delta-8, Delta-10, and THCA in orally transmitted form. Inhalable products are expressly excluded.
I wonder if they're talking about giving people Epidiolex, or if they're talking about people can submit receipts from random shops and as long as it's CBD.
Here's the 4 stipulations for the FDA's new enforcement policy, including that such a CBD product is manufactured, marketed, and labeled in a manner that would be consistent with the dietary supplement framework, including bearing a supplement facts panel and structure function claims. 2, not contaminated. 3, not packaged or labeled in a manner that would be attractive to or marketed for children. And 4, provided to a beneficiary through a program of medical items or services payable under Title 18 of the Social Security Act under the direction of the patient's treating physician in a manner ancillary to the covered items or services furnished under such program. So it
stipulation, not contaminated.
Not contaminated. Well, that probably means tested, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's what a lot of the hemp people are saying. Like, hey, we're fine. Like, most of our stuff's tested anyway. Like, most of the serious people that we know in the hemp market have like lab tested products, and if they don't have lab tested products, don't use it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty common sense, but I don't know. What do you think? I thought we were banning hemp products, but now we can have hemp products
covered by Medicare.
Covered by Medicare. So are we government subsidizing hemp products now?
As they should have.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we're going to make an executive order, a public executive order expressing how this thing is not bad, we should probably get to the point where, you know, the companies that make billions of dollars a year actually give some of that back to the people who pay for it.
Absolutely. Right. I mean, it's access to cannabis, and that's always going to be good. It's the same thing as a dispensary. Dispensary is access to cannabis. Not everybody wants to like go to a black market guy. Grandma's not going to go to a black market guy. You know, she wants to go to the regulated dispensary. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
well, she doesn't even really want to. You know, well, there's some that are cool, but you know, there's a lot that just still don't want to believe that cannabis is actually medicine. So CBD is a really good way for them to like kind of get into it.
Well, it infinitely, and dang, I don't know how much you listen to me. I rant constantly and with regularity about the consumption of CBD, and I believe that everybody would benefit from it to the point where, let's call it an essential cannabinoid, the same way they talk about essential vitamins, right? I use that statement all the time. But I do believe, and I said it in there, if the doctor tells them, if it's doctor recommended,
right,
then there's an easier chance. And like you said, I love not the gateway, but in a way, the gateway, the progression that it is. Okay, well, I've gotten some benefit from this plant. I do feel a little bit looser. I do feel a little bit less anxious. I do feel a little bit whatever. Why are people so scared of the other portions of it? Maybe I should individually give the other portions of this plant a try myself, and then I'll form my opinion instead of, you know, taking the narrative that they've heard their entire lives, right? But yeah, I think CBD deserves to be, I mean, everybody deserves it. Everybody should have access to it, and even more so, doctors should be recommending it. It makes more sense to use that than ibuprofen or Tylenol or whatever the hell they're pumping the poor people with to begin with.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dad, tell me about this weekend, dude. What am I going to experience? What am I looking forward to?
Dude, a whole lot of people hopefully are going to be bringing in a whole lot of seeds, stuff, you know, half packs probably. You know, I know there's definitely been a lot of customers going like, what am I supposed to bring? Like everything, anything, you know, like packs that, you know, you're not going to get to, but, you know, you want.
I got like a handful of packs just like laying next to my computer. Like I'm gonna bring a whole box of packs. I hope people got some cool stuff.
Yeah,
for sure. I love a good seed swap.
Yeah, there's gonna be a local breeder, couple like just local vendors and stuff, like guys who've been collecting seeds for a long time, you know, and they're just like, I'm not gonna get through this. Like, I don't know why I even bought this to begin with. You know, I just bought it because it was on sale. This is just a freebie because I bought this. You know, there's so many reasons why people have too many seeds. So yeah, some people just want to, you know, just get rid of some of the stuff too. You know, so there's going to be like a take a pack, leave a pack table that's going to be inside and kind of monitored or watched because it'll be by the register. So that way, you know, no one going crazy or just do anything, but it'll be a good time. A couple different local vendors just that are down for the community and down for the cause and stuff like that. People, the seed locker, you know, that's going to be kind of one of the important parts. You know, that's sort of what started all of this, was trying to talk to Daily Homegrown about, you know, and get it out there that he's made this really cool program. You get a track and log all of your grows, your seeds. You can trade seeds between like people and stuff like that. As you know, you've been talking about it, and got to be ready.
Yeah. and it's all encrypted. So, you know, if you were to trade with somebody else, like we wouldn't even know that's between you and the other person. Like that's the great thing about the seed locker. It's a personal digital vault of your genetics that's encrypted. There is some messaging platform, you know, but it's all encrypted. So like it's nobody's business what you do or what you talk about. You know what I mean? And that's one of the great things. And it's nobody's business, like you know, what your genetics are, unless you choose to share it and participate in the community as well,
and show up to the damn seed swap,
and show up to the damn seed swap.
Yeah, I'll be there and have none to swap, but
I'll give you some seeds, Dave. It'll be fine. And yeah, and we'll be out there all day with our tent. And there's some other tents out there, and there's some other you said there's some other vendors out there as well, right?
Yep. An epoxy guy. So if you need a new tray,
nice.
You need some stickers or shirts or something like that. There's going to be that guy who, he's come through. He's helped out QC Gardening a couple times for some stuff. Just a real nice guy. His wife runs Bev's Yarn Barn.
Okay.
Another local company,
Sure.
That, I don't know how many people yarn or crochet and stuff, but
oh hell yeah,
you got to help each other out in small businesses.
Oh, I'll have to tell my mom. She's got my mom has hand towels at Skeleton Key.
Oh, cool. We were just there not too long ago. That place is awesome.
If you've ever seen the big thing of towels there, that's my mom. She does she does the crazy weaving stuff. She's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Small world.
I always go get sculptures there. They got really cool sculptures. There's a dude who has stuff there.
Yeah, he just dropped off this year's whole selection and stuff. So that's when we went out on that weekend. Damn, there's some neat ones.
Are there? I'm gonna have to check it out this weekend coming up.
Bring a truck, definitely. They're big.
I heard he delivers.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Yeah, he's got a truck with I guess there was a truck with the big old trailer and shit. So
big old trailer and shit. Yeah, well, he's got to get them all over there. Dave, you seen those rusted sculptures in my front yard?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a dude who does them. They're out in Quad Cities. They're super awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's super awesome. Hell yeah. So yeah, check it out. What's the address, Dag?
4661 44th Street, Rock Island.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and the seat swap's from 12 to 4, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and come check it out. Come buy stuff in the shop. There's
ton food truck will be there too.
Yeah, Hangry Haven food truck.
What kind of food are we looking at here?
So they do quite a bit. Their menu can rotate depending on what they're up to and going with that week. They do, but one of their best things they do is a garlic aioli. Oh. So it's just a garlic sauce that, no matter what you get, it's the best thing to throw on anything,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm into that.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, check it out this weekend. Come see me and Dave, Daily Homegrown, Big Money Genetics, Dick and Dank, Dag from Quad Cities Gardening himself. He'll be manning the register, I'm sure.
Yeah, Paulie too.
Paulie too.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's always working. There's just the two of us, so it's awesome.
Sweet. Well, hell yeah, come check us out, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. We love you all.
Before we leave, dude, I gotta tell you, you've got one of the coolest beards, bro.
It's coming in.
Dude, I fucking shit. It's not often I get out bearded on the show, and fucking here you come in here with that flowing thing, dude.
See, I knew Dag had a beard. I was waiting for Dave to say something. I'm surprised it took this long.
Well, listen, I just didn't want to miss the opportunity.
Hell yeah.
To publicly accept my defeat.
Oh yeah.
Yours blends in. Yours has got that. Man,
it hides.
It's awesome. It's full in the way that my beard is long and flowing. It's opposites and just great styles of beard.
Dude, they thought we were only good looking. Wait until they meet us and find out how much we actually know. Yeah.
Dave's got some special products that he uses.
Oh.
Maybe one day he'll release it on the market. We'll see.
CBD.
Yeah. CBD.
It's a CBD oil.
Yeah, it's just CBD oil. Yeah. It's distillate. That's what makes it look so full.
Oh, yummy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we love you all. Smoke weed every day. And peace.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Hell yeah. Thanks, Dag.
Yo, ding dong, we're done here. Time to go.
Donuts!